Hey guys, this is Boss Lady V coming to you with another video. Guys, we gotta get into this Detroit judge who had this 16-year-old girl put in handcuffs and a jail uniform. But before we get started, let's make sure we liking up the video. Make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you got that notification button on and comment and share. But most of all, I want you to hit that like button and I want you to subscribe. So it's been breaking news all over that this judge has lost his damn mind, putting a 16-year-old girl in handcuffs and a jail uniform because she fell asleep in a summer program field trip. Not even a school field trip, guys. This is a summer program field trip. She was tired, apparently, and maybe, just maybe, you were boring her. And she fell asleep. You don't know if the girl had medical conditions. You don't know if she had mental illness. You don't know what her circumstances were. And you decided to shame her, teach her a lesson, and take out your misplaced anger on a 16-year-old girl. So when you had a chance to speak about it and stuff, you was such a pompous pig and you're such an a-hole about it that it's breaking news. So let's hear what the news channel 7 Detroit News had to say about it.
In handcuffs after she was allegedly misbehaving on a field trip in his courtroom.
One thing you'll learn about my courtroom is that I am not a toy. I'm not to be played with.
What started out as an informational field trip with the greeting of Detroit nonprofit Tuesday to the 36th District Court in front of Judge King.
This is the 36th District Court for the city of Detroit. We do just about everything that happens in the city of Detroit.
Quickly turned into Judge King getting visibly agitated over a sleeping student in his courtroom.
You fall asleep in my courtroom one more time, I'm putting you in the back, understood?
Judge King had her removed from the courtroom, but he told me that didn't fix her, quote, attitude. And that's when he pulled out the jail uniform and handcuffs.
That's not something that normally happens. But I felt compelled to do it because I didn't like the child's attitude.
I spoke to Judge Kenneth King. He stands by what he did, placing a 16-year-old in handcuffs after she was allegedly misbehaving on a field trip in his courtroom.
So
I spoke to Judge Kenneth.
Hold on. So he stands by what he did. No matter, I'm pretty sure there's been plenty of his co-workers, fellow judges, fellow lawyers, prosecutors in that 36th district court that have told him, man, this wasn't a good look. This looks bad. And he is standing on business that he did the right thing. I don't understand it. How you think putting a 16-year-old girl in handcuffs and jail attire would teach her a lesson. Do you know how you embarrass her worldwide now? Now everybody that in school coming up in 2 weeks gonna know that she's homeless, know her situation. Do you know there's bullies out here that don't care about that kind of stuff? They will make fun of her because of her living arrangements. See, that's why you have to be careful before you pop off on somebody because you really don't know what they're going through. And you can end up getting the repercussions of something that wasn't even meant for you. Right? And so when I heard the mom speak, it broke my heart. It honestly, it broke my heart. And let's listen to what she had to say. Hold on. No. My phone, this video's acting crazy. Wow, I'm trying to get that to load up. It broke my heart because you can tell that this mother had real pain for what had happened to her daughter. And she know there's maybe little to nothing that she can do about it. And I don't think so. I think where it's been Crump, where it's all Here it was a white lawyer here in Detroit that used to represent anybody, everybody, and would win. I can't think of his name, but she needs to call him. Somebody, please stand up and represent this mom for the horror, the pain that her daughter had to endure. Now, I'm a mother. I have a 14-year-old son, and I know good and goddamn well if that had been my child, ain't no law or courtroom big enough to hold the both of us. He will have to come behind that bench and tell me something. Because what you did was just downright wrong. But I think I gotta work, and let's listen to the mom. Video.
But we begin tonight with a mother outraged by the way a judge punished her daughter on a field trip to his courtroom. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Carolyn Clifford. 7 News Detroit broke the story 24 hours ago. Well, tonight, the teen's mom says she did not know what happened until we started digging. Her 15-year-old daughter fell asleep, and the judge felt compelled to teach her a lesson. Well, now the story is making national headlines. The entire country is talking about how the girl ended up in handcuffs and a jail uniform. 7 News Detroit reporter Ruta Olsonida is following up tonight as the teen's mom sounds off.
That mom says she was horrified to see her daughter in handcuffs and says Judge King didn't have the full story.
Would you want someone to treat your child like that? Would you even treat your child like that if he fell asleep in the courtroom?
Latoria Hill is a single mother of 2 children, including her oldest daughter, Eva Goodman. She signed her up for a summer program with the Greening of Detroit nonprofit to keep her busy. What was supposed to be an educational field trip to 36th District Court Tuesday turned into a traumatizing experience for both of them. Judge Kenneth King, not liking Eva's attitude and seeing her falling asleep, placing her in handcuffs and a jail uniform.
I'm thinking maybe she needs to go to the juvenile detention facility. You do understand that we have a jail for kids.
Latoria says Eva was falling asleep because the family does not have a permanent residence at the moment. They're just trying to make ends meet.
To belittle her in front of the whole world and her friends, to make her even feel more worse about our situation. I'm a single mother. I'm trying my best. I'm doing everything that I can.
You sleep at home in your bed, not in court.
So the fact that he was talking about you go home and get in your bed, how do you know my baby got a home? How do you know my baby got a bed, her own bed that she can sleep in? She don't have that right now. So she was tired.
We spoke to Judge King Tuesday, who stands by his actions to discipline the child after showing him, quote, attitude.
So do I have any reservations? Do I think I was heavy-handed in what I did? No, I don't, because I'll do whatever it needs to be done to reach these kids and make sure that they don't end up in front of me. So that was my own version of scared straight. You didn't scare nobody straight. You made a parent upset. You scared my child. She was nervous, didn't even know how to act. She'd never been inside no courtroom.
Latoria, frustrated with how this was all handled, removed Eva from the summer program and stands up for her daughter now after she couldn't stand up for her in that courtroom.
And my baby been struggling and she been held on tight. She been going to school. She get good grades. She don't give me no problems.
Judge King has offered to mentor the girl. The family says they are not interested.
The family said, "Hell no, we don't want you mentoring us. If that is the type of attitude that you have, who the hell you think want to be mentored by you? You have zero respect for a child. I don't care if they are teenagers; they are still children. She is still that woman's child." And you set up there and traumatize her and embarrass her nationally, yet publicly, yet locally. And when she go back to school, she have to deal with this. Hopefully not get bullied or made fun of. All because you wanted to prove a point that this is your courtroom and this is not tolerated. Hell, your attitude is not tolerated. but yet you still a judge. So my question is, how many times has he embarrassed or talked down to someone like that, and it's never been addressed? So this is the reason why he felt it was okay to belittle a 16-year-old. This girl is not even in your program. She's not on a school trip. And you thought it was okay to put her in a jail uniform, not knowing that behind the scenes she's struggling at home with her mom. They don't have a place to stay. They don't have their own beds. God knows what they're really going through. And you thought it was a good idea to put her in handcuffs, to teach her a lesson, or to threaten to put her in juvenile. So what I think they should do is put his ass in a jail uniform and in handcuffs. Make him stand up there and see how I feel. Make him go a night without being in a real bed. Or better yet, how about you and your family, since you got it all together, help find this family a home, pay the rent for a year, make sure they have bed, food, furniture, transportation, clothes. Make sure this young lady have everything that she needs to survive in this economy, because it's hard as hell out here. Even with a two-parent home, it's hard as hell out here. Groceries high as hell. So you don't know what this mother is going through. You don't know what this girl is going through, trying to stay good, trying to stay in a good mind, trying to keep good thoughts. And then here you go, embarrassing her. Like, nah, dog. You had misplaced anger that day. I don't know if your wife didn't give you none or whatever the case is, but you wrong. You filed. I think he should be suspended without pay. But they did come out and say that he was temporarily removed and he's going to receive some training. This man went to school for law, criminal justice, and so on. He should already know better. What more training do he need? He's been a judge at the 36th District Court since 1997. It's bullshit. Now he's temporarily removed with pay. They should temporarily remove him and give this family his pay. So this family can get a place to stay. So this family can get a bed for, and this mother can buy beds and clothing and linen, whatever her children need, so they can have a good night's sleep. Like, I'm telling you, this pissed me off to the highest limit. I would be so livid. I would not even be able to sleep if he had did this to my son. I promise you. I promise you. He will have to, man. Well, I promise you guys that's messed up, and I feel for that mother. If there is some way that I can help her, I really, really, really would like to. One thing before I get out of here, I am so happy, guys, that you guys reviewed my last video about basketball wives, and I got over 1,000 views. I am extremely happy. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for clicking on my videos. Thank you for being patient with me. I'm still nervous. I'm still trying to make a good impression on you guys. I'm still stuttering over my words and I don't know why. But be patient with me. We're going to grow as a family. We're a small channel right now, but we have a big heart. So just make sure you liking up this video. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification button so you never miss anything. And I'll be back with you guys in another video. Bye bye.